Welcome to Pioneer Disc Golf. I'm Mark. This is the back 9 at Jacobson Park. Just getting a little practice round in, getting back to the basics, and getting prepared for my tournament in about a week. On the front 9, I got all pars, 1 bogey, and 1 birdie, so I'm shooting even right now. When I started this round, I didn't have any goals in mind aside from just getting a practice round in, but let's see how I do on the back 9. All right, hole 10, 314 feet, clearly designed fairway to the left. The road that is off to the right is out of bounds. Stay in that fairway to the left, then you got to get a little bit right at the end. There's the basket sitting right there. Hole shapes up well for me for like a sidewinder or a vandal on a turnover line. Then I'm going to try the vandal. I don't want to turn it over too much, and the sidewinder can get a little too flippy. Let's see how this works. It's a really interesting day weather-wise. It's snowing, but it's like 36 degrees, so the ground's just really wet. But it's kind of nice. I wish it was a little bit colder so the snow was accumulating, but oh well, I'll still take it. Okay, not bad. I've got like 60 feet to go. I'll just jump putt, lay it up. Oh. Kind of weird jump putt attempt. It didn't really get a lot of spin. All right, easy enough routine par on hole 10. Now on to hole 11. This is probably the easiest hole on the course, at least layout wise. That road to the right is out of bounds. That's the only really tricky thing about it, but it's 300 feet, it's downhill, it's wide open. Doesn't mean it's necessarily super easy birdie, but it is a pretty simple 3 unless you go out of bounds. There's a decent little like tailwind. It's actually kind of coming right to left now. So what I don't want to do is turn the disc over, so I'm gonna try my vandal. But I'm gonna make sure to keep it on hyzer, and honestly, if I end up by that wood chip pile or a little bit past it, that's okay. Well, I got great flight out of that, just way too deep. Thought I had an ace chance for a little bit, but just coming in way too hot and high. So definitely ended up behind that pine tree and probably obstructed for the birdie look. That's why I say this is one of the easiest holes on the course. As long as you don't get out of bounds, it's just not that hard. I mean, that was a good drive. I'm probably not gonna get a birdie, but getting a bogey on this hole is kind of hard to do. I ended way deep. It was actually a better attempt than I thought I was going to get. I missed a little bit high and kind of got through one of those tree limbs. I was trying to go lower with that, but almost had it. All right, guys. That guy right there is awesome. This is why I love Kentucky. So I lost my phone. I actually didn't lose it. It was just in my bag, but it fell in the back and I didn't notice it. But I was looking around for it. That guy right there, walking that dog, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, what are you looking for?" I was like, "My phone." He was like, "Here, well, you take mine and you can call and I'll help you look for it." I was like, "You don't have to do it." He was like, "No, it's fine." Just people do that stuff all the time around here. That is like, I'm acting like it's a big deal, but only because I'm making a video. I'm also just trying to promote Kentucky. I'm a huge fan of this place. I was born here, I live here. I'm never moving from here. And I don't know, I just think it, sometimes in the media, stuff like that, gets a bad reputation. But it's an awesome place to live, and people like that, just so friendly. I mean, he's out here enjoying his day, walking his dog, but he doesn't mind giving me a minute or two of his time to help me out, even though he doesn't know me. So just thought I'd mention that. All right, almost got the birdie on that hole. Didn't quite get it done. But now on to hole 12. This is, I think, the second longest hole on the course. Hole 5 is a few feet longer, but this is a pretty big bombing hole. 657 feet, wide open. The road is out of bounds, but it does kind of go downhill and then back uphill. So a good drive gets to that second pole there. The second pole plays about like 375 feet from where I am from the tee pad. If you can get around there, you still have a little bit of work to do to get up and down and get a 3. Because also that green is slightly protected by some trees. And then behind the pin, there's a big hill. So it's a tricky approach shot. So I'm gonna try my wraith, try to not turn it over, try to get pretty far out there. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. Feel a big headwind. I'm gonna aim a little bit more left than I normally would. Almost got the birds. I threw over there to that left side knowing the disc would turn back a little bit to the right. Did that intentionally to avoid any chance of a bigger turnover and ended up in the road. Definitely cut myself potentially like 25 to 50 feet of distance by doing that. But by doing that, I also brought the chances of going out of bounds way down, which is a smart play out here. Shooting a clean round, there's no reason to go out of bounds. If I take a par, I take a par. I don't care that much. That's a pretty good score in this hole for me. For my skill level, shooting even or better at Jacobson Park is fantastic. So at this point, I'm just trying to play clean. All right, I'm gonna throw a disc that I haven't thrown yet today, and I don't really ever throw it at all, but it's my Felon. I'm throwing it because there is a headwind. I'm low, so I don't feel it much, but I know once I get a little bit higher, it is there. That's the thing about playing holes like this. Right when I was up on the top of the hill, I felt it big. But now that I'm down here in the valley, I don't really hear it and I don't really feel it because, well, I'm down and protected. So I know it's there, so I'm gonna throw my Felon. Just try to get like 200, 225 feet up there, but just make sure I stay left. Yeah. Right now, as I get up a little bit higher, I'm already feeling that headwind. That's the thing, it can be so deceiving. You gotta kind of see where you are like surrounding wise. All right, just trying to jump putt this, lay it up just so I have a tap in putt. I don't have to putt anything more than like 10 feet. All right, I've only got 6 more holes to go. On to hole 13, 236 feet. It's a dog leg hole. Basically, get over the creek, get past the big fat tree, and then get to the right pretty quick. There's a couple sleeper trees, so you want to get past those as well. But after you do that, it's opened up a little bit, and there's the basket right there. So I'm gonna try a Felon again, a little bit of a forehand flex line. Try to just flex out down there. All too straight. Kind of thought it'd be a little bit more stable than that, but that shouldn't be too bad. Should have, as long as I have a nice little open pitch up and out, maybe a little window to the green, should be okay. All right, there's the lie. Basket's over here. I'll put the camera in a better spot. No way. Oh my God, that was the first circle 2 putt that I've hit on my channel, I think, ever. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Let's go. Holy shit. On hole 14, this is a bomber hole, 535 feet. It's par 4 though, really wide open, just throw it as far as you can once, then more so like maybe a fairway drive if you're close enough, or mid-range, and that's it. Try to get a 3. 4 is okay too though. Star Wraith, just trying to get out there like 300 feet or so. Oh, through. Still can't believe I hit that putt. That actually helped me so much because now I'm actually under par. I know that I can at least par all these holes left to go, and I can finish below par. That's really hard for me to do. At my rating, at my skill level. It's not easy to do that on a course like this. But really, I will say the conditions are not bothering me at all. I mean, it's just snowing, but it's not like that cold. Again, it's like 36 degrees, and there's no big wind. It's not super, super windy. Just a little headwind or tailwind at certain parts. But I still have a decent amount of work to do. Need a pretty good throw here. I'll go Vandal to try to get it through that big gap. Floaty. Okay, got a little bit farther than I thought. I can jump putt it. Right when I say the wind's not a problem, it's messed up my last 2 throws, I think. I didn't do a great job with the angles, but the wind pushed this jump putt attempt a little bit long. Okay, easy enough par right there on hole 15, 332 feet. The road plays out of bounds. Not a lot of danger in this hole. The green's in a weird area. It's kind of downhill or like on that hill. So you can definitely roll down that if you miss a putt or something weird. But at 332 feet, you can get it close enough. And you can get it too, but it's not super easy. Gonna go Wraith again, try to keep it on a hyzer. Maybe a little bit of a flip and in near the basket. Well, I sure did throw that one far enough, just way off to the right. I guess that was the headwind that I'm feeling now. Stable enough though to finish left. Caught a couple tree branches, but I'm gonna leave a slightly technical approach to save the 3. What was I talking about? Not windy or cold. All of a sudden, the moment I said that, it's just like, oh, you don't think it's cold enough? I got you. All right, tricky little jump putt. Just need to land soft and close. Don't want to have to putt. Like that. I would say back here on this back 9, these back few wide open holes, it's significantly colder and windier all of a sudden. All right, on to hole 16, 299 feet. Why not just call it 300? It's 300 feet. But really tough tee shot. You got to go straight uphill and through a tight gap. And you got to continue uphill for a little while. And then finally, closer towards the basket, does it plateau. So it's only 300 feet, but I would say it plays closer to 400 because of how uphill you have to throw. Gonna go Wraith, just try to get it far up there. Yeah. Felt like it was just about to hit the top of that hill, but just high enough and nose down enough that it got pretty far up there. Yeah, I'm totally happy with this drive. Probably 50 feet to go. That was a pretty far throw for me. Put a mini down, need all the help I can get. Oh, get down. Oh my gosh. I thought I blew way past it. Wow. That would have made the round right there. The circle 2 putt I hit on 13 was cool enough. That would have been even better. But I'll take par. 2 more to go. On to hole 17. 300 feet. This is one of my favorite holes in Lexington. It's just a really tough hyzer, but if you get it down there just at the right speed, there is an open enough gap to get through all those trees. You just got to get through that initial gap, then get left, and it's a very, very satisfying, very rewarding 2. You feel really good when you get a 2 on this hole. You always feel good when you birdie holes, but this one more so, in my opinion. All right, need something stable here. Let's go Felon. Oh, go. Oh. Oh, good little rollout. I should have thrown that a little bit flatter, knowing good and well how stable it was. But, oh well. Like I said, it's one of those holes that feels really, really good when you get it to, just because how hard it is, but it's not like I get it to every time. So, if I get a par, no issues with me. All right, still a little bit of work to do. I'm trying to flex it around with the tactics. Yeah. that'll work. That was executed really well. Tap in par right here coming up, and then just hole 18 to go. As long as I don't bogey that, I will be finishing one below par. Now, while I walk over to hole 18, I got a question for you guys. There are a couple questions. First of all, what is your rating? Do you play tournaments? And if so, what's your rating? What's your PDGA rating? I'm interested to know, how you guys who watch my videos are in skill level compared to myself. And for the record, if you don't know, I'm 884 rated. Also, do you have any tournaments coming up? If so, which division are you playing in? Are you playing in MA4, 3, 2, 1, or Pro? Curious about that as well. But we've made it to hole 18. This is a nice, sweet little ending hole. 233 feet. You're throwing dead straight. There's the road to the left that's out of bounds. Other than that, the only danger is the green, how it's somewhat of a death putt up there on the top of that hill. But if you throw a decent enough drive, you can get a 2. And also, if your drive's not great, you can just lay up and take a 3. Last drive of the day. Let's go Vandal. Let's go right at it. Let's try to get an ace. It's always a little bit slightly embarrassing when you say like, oh, I'm gonna run this, or oh, I'm gonna go for an ace right here, and then it's just not even close. On typical real ace runs, you would land deep, like I would miss deep. You wouldn't land 30, 40 feet short. All right, well, there you have it. There's 18 holes at Jacobson. I did finish at -1, which is one of the best scores I've ever gotten here. Last time I played, I didn't feel great about how I played. I played at Veterans Park earlier this week, and I just didn't throw that well, and just didn't feel comfortable doing anything. But today, I felt a lot better. Other than that, thank you so much for watching all the way until the end of this video. It really does mean a lot to me. Hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Close.